Too late. Okay, gotta test something. I don't know if you all see me yet. I didn't change around my setup just in case if you do hear me. So I'm trying to make sure I hooked everything back properly. So this stream is gonna probably be a little janky. Okay, yes, so I'm up. Cool. Fine. That works. All right, well, I am live. I'm so sorry I'm late, but you know what they say, better late than never. It took me a minute because I literally moved around my office and stuff, so you really hear an echo right now. I need my dog to, you're hearing her tail thump my table. Please do not turn off my computer. Yes, move girl, move girl. I literally changed around my office. If you hear an echo, I am so sorry. I didn't put anything else up. I just hooked up the setup so you can see this. So I would just say right now, I'm so glad I don't have like a face cam because you can't see how bad my room is right now. But I really wanted to do this reading because I heard Taylor Swift was booed at the Super Bowl when they panned to her on the camera or whatnot during Kendrick's performance, I believe. And so I wanted to see what we got, and this will be a nice test stream for me because again, like I said, I just switched my setup, so we'll see. If this is bad, my apologies. Again, like I said, if you didn't catch at the beginning, I didn't hang up any of my paneling and stuff, so it might be a slight echo, but we're going to get into this. This is going to be a quick reading as well. Oh, sorry, you probably all just seen that. Oh well. I'm using my camera that I usually use for when I'm doing VODs, but my phone had to charge and I didn't want to wait for it to charge and be even later with this because I still have to take my butt to bed. So with all that being said, this is a janky stream, but we're going to get through it. So let's see what was up with why Taylor Swift was being booed, shall we? So we're going to note, so we got the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands here. This wanted to come out just rebirth and reverse. Oh, well, some flipped over. Oh, I didn't notice all of this in here. She is the Saggy, and then we also have the Page of Wands and Hierophant as well. Let's see if these are going to come back out. I'm going to just mix these back up in the pile. And we're trying to figure out why was Taylor Swift booed at the NFL. Like I said, this is a nice test stream for me because I changed around my setup. So if you're just coming in, hello, hello. You didn't miss much. I just came right on in and started. So this is a janky stream. But I just kind of wanted to get this over and done. Okay. Ooh, we do have the Star and the Four of Swords. And what do you notice here on the bottom of the pile? Everyone, we have the Tower. The Tower. And what else? The Two of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay. So to me, this is reading like people are just tired of her, maybe. I don't know if so much she's on her way out. I think it's probably time for a hiatus of some sorts. But to me, this kind of feels more so along the lines of that people are just tired of her. This the Star with the Four of Wands. This Knight of Swords, like, people just can't get away from her fast enough, or like they're tired of seeing her. It's like she's oversaturated. And I do think it could be a part of her fan base, because the underlying cards here was the Page of Cups. It feels like there's some kind of ideation or idea that her fans once had about her that they no longer have. And I think that's was like coming into reckoning here. And then again, we have this Queen of Wands still showing up in her reading. And if I remember correctly, she is a Saggy. So with that coming up underneath, it's just, it feels like people are tired of her. I think maybe even she's out of whack of some sorts. I wonder why this Justice card is coming up underneath. It's coming up in the upright, I will say. This Death and Rebirth. I think this is more so about Taylor Swift. This is like her emotions. I kind of feel like she wanted to drop off some of her fan base. Like, it would allow for her to kind of change some things, kind of get out of a box of some sorts, maybe. That Death and Rebirth is interesting. I need more details. More details. And we're going to note we have the Poets. That's funny. Torture Poets Department, and the Priestess here. Okay. The Humorist. The refreshing joy, exhilaration, and skills learned from creative play and laughter at their own reward and can help you solve problems. See, yeah, I feel like this is her. Like, she doesn't really care that she was booed, that some of the people that kind of fell off from her or who dislike her from her fan base, it feels like she doesn't, it's kind of like she feel like they were dead weight anyway, or like dead ends. They needed to be clipped away for this next part in her evolution. And it's funny, we get the Escapist here as well. What is something about her reputation, her brand, or something that she's trying to leave behind? Also here with the Knight of Swords. And it feels sort of strategic. And the Escapist also reads, you or someone you care about may seek refuge in escapist behaviors when faced with limits, difficulties, or sorrow of some sort. Make sure you all are blurred. Yeah, it feels like there's something about her stardom, her brand, that she's okay with shedding with these people that kind of like booze her. I feel like these probably once were people who I don't want to say idolized or loved her, but you know, they at least liked her music, or they like to watch her perform and stuff like that. They like to have seen her growth. You know, and this has been a step too far with something, some actions or something that she has done, or again, the oversaturation of Taylor Swift. Like, you can't escape her in music, and now you can't escape her when you're watching football. Like, I wonder if that's the case here. Okay, so I just need one card for this, but we do have the Critic and we have the Butterfly, but it's coming up in reverse. The Butterfly and the Death card kind of bring the same thing to me, a shedding, a metamorphosis, a change. But to me, it feels like the change would have never, there wasn't a positive way for her to do this change. The Mask. Neither you or anyone else involved in your situation has a clear picture of what has happened, what is happening, and what will happen. Okay, so I had one fall on the floor. Let's see. It is hopeful and it's coming up in reverse. The power of prayer and meditation can wake you up, renew your faith, help you attune to your needs, and align with your deepest truths. This almost feels along the lines of the energy I got for Drake when he, before the whole thing happened with Kendrick, it was like, you need to go, you need to step away, you need to step away, you need to take a break, you need to go on hiatus. People are going to get tired of you, step away, like move away. And this is kind of like the same energy I'm getting for Taylor as well, where it's like, sorry guys, I hit it one too many times, where it's kind of like you need to fall back a little bit, let people miss you, go live life a little bit, heal, I don't know, practice some kind of spiritual awakening or something, like have a spiritual awakening, have a discovery of self and come back, because right now you allow people to miss you essentially. Absence make the heart grow fonder. And then the underlying energy here, we have the balancer, we have the priestess coming up again. What does this say? Be still and know. Listen to your hunches and intuition. Be ready for solutions to seemingly unsolvable problems to appear. And then we also have the gardener, which reads, weed out negativity and toxic thoughts to clear the way for new growth that is sure to come if you add habits that heal to your life. Yeah, it feels like this was kind of like inevitable. And I'm starting to understand why she probably had the Tower card underneath here. This was an inevitable action because of the trajectory that she is going in right now. So it was only a matter of time before people was just tired of her. You kind of heard rumblings about this for a while. A lot of her past actions I don't think has helped. And when I say past actions, I'm thinking of things like the short beef or proxy beef she has with Billie Eilish, or how she keeps releasing vinyls and albums when other people release things. People are tired of seeing her win at the Grammys. Her relationship with Travis Kelce and how she was seen everywhere last year as well as this year. She's been on her Eras tour for what, 2 or 3 years. She didn't had the movies about the Eras tour. Like, she's been everywhere, and people, it's kind of like she's up there with the Beyonce. You know how everybody is like, Beyonce, go away, we're tired of seeing you. Like, you keep going on tour, I don't have any money for you. You releasing hair products, you're doing perfume. Like, go away and allow people to miss you. And again, this is very reminiscent of the energy I got for Drake when I was reading him before the whole Kendrick thing happened. Like, step away. It's okay. People can miss you. You can still come back and drop some hot bangers and people will be gravitating right to you. They won't forget you, but go away. Okay, and lastly, we're going to just wrap this up. I'm going to pull 3 more cards here for what's going on with Taylor Swift being boobs. And I won't take up any more of you all's time. Got one card here. It's called Strength. Okay, I had one fly. News. And it looks like it's going to be bad news because this is coming up in reverse. No, wait. Yep, it's coming up in reverse. I think she's going to have, especially because, didn't I get the critic card out of this deck too? I feel like she's going to have a hit piece or something, or like a, what they call it, like a negative blind item come out of her. That's going to be really impactful. It's really going to be, I did not mean for that to drop out. And again, I think she's okay with some of the fall off that she's had with her fans. It kind of feels like, well, if you don't understand why I I chose to do what I chose or acted in the way that I did, you're probably not a real fan of me anyway. You're probably not a person I would want to be around or keep in my vicinity anyway. The thinker here, that's that Queen of Swords kind of energy as well. So there could be some things here. Is a form of communication. Maybe it's some kind of interview or something she's going to do, which I highly doubt. It just made me think of that because we have the news card followed by the thinker. But I really wonder if she's going to have some kind of like hit piece wrote about her. Yes, honey buns. Baby, I am trying to read the card. I will be done in a minute. I don't know if you all just seen her little face. Yeah, you see her face. And then what else? Okay, sweetheart. Get down. Okay. I know. You know what time it is. And you're ready for bed. I know. Okay. Sorry, I'm being rudely interrupted by the puppy. Thank you. Let's see what other underlying cards here. We have the leader. We have social engagement in mail. Yeah, there's going to be some kind of news. I feel like it's bad news. You have the gift and the mail coming up here underneath. And I wonder if it's coming from somebody who couldn't wait to get at her. Because the clubs, it is the wands essentially in playing cards. She did come up again. Oh, in the light seers, we got the Queen of Wands up underneath. Oh, I think she's gonna be. I do think there is some kind of a. Because now I'm getting something about Blake Lively too, and I know they're friends, but I don't know exactly where this would tie into. But I wonder if some of her friends or the whole situation with Blake Lively is also like not looking, it's not a good thing for her right now as well. Like it's not helping. It's been kind of like throwing dirt on her as well. Because Blake is a Virgo, right? Yeah, she's a Virgo. She's a Virgo. I don't see, yeah, I don't see any kind of like Virgo energy coming up underneath here. I don't know why that's coming up for me. Again, I wouldn't be surprised there is some kind of influence with that, but yeah, I would definitely say it just seems like I won't say she's on the outs, but I will say I think people are just like again, she's just oversaturated. She's, people are over it. They're tired. Go away. Let people miss you. I do think some of this is caused by her political choices from last year, and some of those fans have fallen off and don't like her for who she endorsed. And I think that's kind of coming back to bite her. I don't think she really cares that she's losing some of the fan base that she had from that. It kind of feels like, again, a clipping away of dead ends. And so it's like, okay, well, now I can grow and do what I want because you all were hindering me. And like, I felt pressure to like walk a fine line essentially because I wasn't trying to lose these fans, but now I really don't care. And I do think there is some like healing, some resting that she needs to do if she isn't already doing it. I do think there's probably going to be some kind of like hit piece or some negative news that's going to come out about her. Maybe some of her friendships, maybe it's going to be coming from Blake Lively. The situation she's having with her co-star from It Ends With Us, Justin Baldoni, which I did do a reading on. I feel like there's a couple of things that's contributing to this. And again, I think some of the past things, in which I have also done a reading on, with her beef with like Billie Eilish, and then the competitiveness she has going on with Beyonce. I think it's just so much. Her relationship with Travis Kelce. I think people are just tired. Hell, I'm sure she's probably tired. Okay, honey buns, I'm getting off. I'm getting off. So, as you can hear, my dog is trying to rush me to bed because it is time for us to be getting ready to go to sleep. But I wanted to do this test reading since I hooked up some new equipment and I wanted to see if it works. What was the better way to do it than to do this test reading on Taylor Swift? So with that being said, let me know if there's anything that you would like to add to this reading in the comments section. And if you like this reading, make sure to give it a thumbs up and to share as well. And subscribe so you can see the next time I upload. With that, everyone, I wish you all a good day or night wherever you are. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, watch out, honey. Look, you're going to tilt the whole desk over. Wow.